Hey, Stampin' friends! Welcome to the Joy of Stamping with Rachel. I'm Rachael Coon, and it's our Wednesday's kit class. Today, I'll be showing how to make Valentine's Day treat holders just in time for Valentine's Day this coming Sunday. So go ahead and hold and I'll flip, and we'll get started. All right, here is our setup for the day. So I have three really fun treat box holders for you. If you're here live, feel free to shout and say hi, and I'll try to comment and talk to you back. But this is this really fun mailbox that I've created that holds little nuggets or little chocolates. Just depends on what you want to put inside. And then I have two other ones that are Stampin' Up boxes. This is a add-on from the Paper Pumpkin called Little Love Boxes. And this box right here is from the Love You Always treat boxes. These boxes themselves right here have no adhesive needed to assemble except for when you're just embellishing. All right, so this is our Wednesday's kit class. So as you know, or if you're new to it, when you order from me between now and this Friday, $35 worth using the hostess code, you go ahead and you will get through one of each of these projects to make as a kit from me. So be sure to order from my online store. I'll have the link in the comments after the video, and I'll give you suggested items that help you reach that $35 order if you're not sure what to get. Let's go ahead and get started with our mailbox. That's the one that's probably the most time consuming or the trickiest because it's a little bit, has some really fun features to it. All right, let me see if I can set it aside kind of so you can see it as we continue on. Maybe we'll just keep it upright. It is really cute and small. I don't know if you can realize how small it is on my palm of my hand. It's about 3 1/4 right there on the bottom. So just the cutest little thing. For it, today, our kit, we are using lots of leftovers from the Paper Pumpkin. In fact, today is the last day to subscribe for February's Paper Pumpkin, and this one is last month's, called Sending Hearts. And we came with all the supplies to make these cards, and then I've picked out some pieces that I like from it, and we are going to use them today. I've also used the Snail Mail DSP, there you go, and some, if you don't have items, you can always use the Snailed It for your snails, or for the love, I've used this love for this one from the Paper Pumpkin, but this matches exactly with the love from the Forever and Always stamp set. So there's some suggested items if you don't have the Paper Pumpkin kit. The refills are available right now for $10. If you'd like the refill for this kit, it is there. All right, so first let me show you some paper. I use Real Red for this one, and the way to cut it is very helpful to see it visually. So on my blog, I have it in a photo that you'll see that looks kind of like this. You're going to start off with a piece of Real Red cardstock, and it's going to be, let's see, I think it's 6 by 5 1/2 right here. And then your first cut is going to be this top part right here, which is 3/4. Then you're going to come over here, and this will be gone, and you'll cut this at 3 inches. So this will be 3 inches by 4 3/4. And then you'll have these two ones you need to cut. And these are 3 1/4 by 1 1/2. And then you'll have this leftover piece right there. These ones are for the bottoms right here. These two pieces. This is for our flag, and this is for our box. You also need a piece of DSP. The DSP is 5 1/2 by 3 1/4, and I have it scored at 1/2 inch on both sides. When you do this, you're going to be mindful of how it rolls. So if I were to have it like this on my mailbox, my images would be upside down on this side. So I like it to be when it's a no right or wrong way to be, and that's why we have these cute little post-it looking paper to use. All right, let's go ahead and make our box then. What I've done is I've scored it on all 4 sides at 3/4 of an inch. Then we're going to go ahead and take our paper snips and we're going to cut on the score line to the next score. So I call this score to score, just like that on each one. And this is the bottom of our mailbox that we're making the box that will actually hold all of our treats. And right there on that score to score, perfect. Then we'll grab our bone folder. Let's go ahead and get these edges nice and crisp. And you can use whatever adhesive of choice at this point. Some people like the tear tape because it's strong. You want some stability on this because it's a 3D item. Others will just use liquid glue. I'm going to go ahead and use a mixture. No, it's a Stampin' Still Plus, which is stronger than our regular adhesive, but doesn't take any dry time. And it's easier to remove. There's no backings on it. And I'm just going to go ahead and put a little bit on each one of these tabs. Oh, make sure I don't rip it though. Make sure, so that's so strong. So I have to be super careful when I put this on. And go at an angle like that. Maybe, we might just be ripping it to pieces. Let me grab my, oh, that one's out. Let's just grab my liquid glue. We're just going to play with that instead because I don't want to rip this up too much. I'm just not having a soft enough touch to it. So this will make a little bit longer dry time, but it'll hold really nice. There we go. And what we're just going to do is go to edge like that on all the sides. See that okay? Right there. Oh, I see Phyllis has caught me live. So glad you're here, Phyllis. I know I changed my time up today because I have some afternoon errands to run with my family. And my kids are out of class right now at their lunch break, so I can have this little bit of wiggle room. All right, we're going to set this box aside for now. And let's go ahead and grab our flag piece. This is our flag and our pull tab piece. And we need to grab our paper trimmer. I didn't want to cut this one up beforehand because I wanted to kind of visually show you how I do this. So let me grab my paper trimmer out. There we go. And this, remember, is that 6 inch by 3/4. And what we're going to do first is make our pull tab. Make sure I have all these measurements right. And what we're going to do is our pull tab is going to be on this part right here. You want to be able to have something to help us slide out our chocolates. So it is 3/4 by 1 1/4, and it's scored at 1/2. So I'm going to go ahead and move this to the half point right here. And then I'm going to take my scoring one and just score it like that. So it's ready to go. And then I'm going to continue to move it to 1 1/4. So here's my 1 and my 1/4. And then I can cut that part off with my darker score line. Blade. Oh, sorry, you guys can't even see that. Let me get that into view. There we go. Next, we need our flag parts. So you want 2 flags to make it be on double-sided on the front and the back to just have that clean look to it. And they're really small. The flag is only 3/4 by 1/2 inch. So I'm just going to move this over here a little bit and cut 1. And then we'll do 1 more. So that's by 1/2. 2. Just both of my flag pieces right there. I watched a video yesterday and learned how to make this, and I was super excited that I had to share it with you guys. Her name is Deb, and I can't remember her last name, but she is pretty fantastic and lives in Michigan. So this is a fun one created by her. And I had to change just a couple of the measurements, but not too bad. All right, for the next part, we need 2 inches. I'm going to cut this. This is going to be the pull part. So I have 2 inches and get rid of this part right here. And then this one, we need it to be a quarter. So just itty bitty. And so I'm going to go right here to that very first line, and I'm trying to make sure it stays still and put pressure on the top of your trimmer to make sure that doesn't move. And I got my quarter. See how small that pole is? All right, let me pick that up and move it out. Let's go ahead and build this flag so we can let it dry a little bit as well. We're going to grab our liquid glue and just put a little bit of glue on top here and attach our top piece so it lines up at the top. Then we can flip it over, and we're going to put glue on the pole a little bit and on that little flag part. All right, just like that. And we have a cute little flag. While we have this out, let me go ahead and grab, actually we'll wait for a second. We'll save that. Make sure you have a piercing tool or a take-a-pick tool, because if you want to use a brad on this flag. If not, you would just glue it on your DSP. All right, so here's our DSP. And you can see I have my half score lines right here. Let's go ahead and just kind of crease those a little bit. Because we want this to slide, we have to have these parts also with our box. And we need a little bit of adhesive, and we're going to put the adhesive on the inside. Let's see if my Seal Plus is going to be nicer with my DSP. There we go. Just like that on both sides of that score line on the very edge. Just like that. There we go. So much smoother. I have some left, some that hangs over, and I just push it over to the side so it's back where it needs to be. Okay. So what we're going to do is go ahead and line this up right to where that score is, like that. And we're going to bring this one over and line it up as well. This part's a little bit tricky, but you're just going to put it to that score line and then fold it over like that. And our bottom looks like that so far, and you could totally finish it right here, and that would be the end. But if you want to have a more finished look, you would add this next piece. And since it was part of our original cutting, I think it's totally worth it to do. So let's add a little bit of liquid glue to this one. I'll put that on this side here, just like that. There we go. And let's grab our pull tab, this one right here. We're going to put a little bit of glue on the inside, and you'll see that one's bigger than the other. We're going to put the glue on the bigger part of the score, and we're going to add that to our box, and we're just going to line it up to where it's about the middle, and that will hit to the bottom, so that way you'll know. See if it's mostly centered, and then kind of fold it over like that. There we go. All right, so far that is our mailbox. All we have to do now is embellish it. If you want it to be a little bit tighter on it, you can go ahead and pinch your sides of your paper to kind of help it snug our box to slide out and in a little bit easier. Inside, we could put things like Kit Kats. This is the raspberry and cream Kit Kat. Super yummy. I had chocolate nuggets in that one. You can even put kisses in there. I love all types of kisses. In fact, I have like 3 different flavors right now on my table. But yeah, 2 of these Kit Kats would fit in here really nice, and even a couple of those kisses would also work out awesome. So you can put in just whatever works best for you. Let's go ahead and add our cute little flag. Here's our flag. I'm going to grab my piercing mat that I use for stamping a lot. And we're going to go ahead and take our take-a-pick tool. And then we have our pokey side, our piercing side. And we're going to go about the middle and just kind of wiggle it around like that. Awesome. Then we want to take our mailbox, and we want to make sure that it is above this area so that the brad doesn't get in the way. So we're going to put it just a little bit above it and about an inch from, maybe 3/4 of an inch from that front. Let me hold it right there, and let me take out my chocolate real quick. Almost. We'll put it back, don't worry. There we go. So about 1 inch, make sure it's high enough up. And we're going to grab our, take a pick tool and poke a little hole. So Stampin' Up! No longer sells little brads, but luckily I had some left over. These are the tiny ones. I think they're 1/4 millimeter, 1/8. So these are pretty small. But you can grab these from any store, even Amazon, if you wanted a brad. The only fun thing about the brad is that it makes your flag move. If you didn't have a brad, you could just glue your flag in the upright position. So we'll just stick that through our holes. So we can get that in there and then just open the brad up in the back. There we go. And now we have a moving flag. Super cute. And the last part for this one is a really cute snail. Let me see if I could find it. My snail has ran off. No worries. The snail that I have came from the add-on kit. And it's already pre-colored like that. We're going to just add a little dimensional to the back of it and put it on the bottom of our mailbox. And there you go. We have a super cute mailbox that fits treats inside. And I love it. Isn't that so fun? All right, let me go on to the next two. I have 2 more projects. Oh, and I found my other snail. There he is. So that add-on for Paper Pumpkin and the Paper Pumpkin refill are items only for people who currently are subscribing. So if you want to grab those added items, you have to subscribe first before. It's at one of the perks of being a Paper Pumpkin subscriber. You get these extra things. All right, so this one is super cute, and currently this box is on back order till I think February 22nd. But if you get my kit, I have 8 more of these, so I can send out at least to 8 more people if you want one of these boxes. And you see how it just slides open? I told you I love chocolate kisses, so I have kisses inside of this one. I received this one from a friend, and she put Ghirardelli chocolates inside. See how she says 8 of them are in there, so super fun, and it just slides open like that. Let me go ahead and show you how we build this box. It's super easy, and like I said, requires no adhesive for the actual box. So it comes like this little tunnel, I want to say. It's already attached and glued on the back, so you don't have to worry about that. Just kind of fold it open like that. That's ready to go. Let me set this aside so it's not in our way. And move these so we're not in the shadows. There we go. All right. Then we're left with this. So you can either use your bone folder right now, or you can just start folding in on these score lines. Totally up to you. I'm just going to kind of bend things together and get it all bent. And then we'll show you how it assembles. All right. So see if I can remember how to do our first step on this one. We are going to put these inside tabs, turn it so you can see better, into the middle. And let me crease it one more time on this side. There we go. Okay, so I'm going to have these tabs in. I'll do one side at a time. And then I'm going to put this one on the side and go over it. And make sure it's in there. Sorry guys, that got bent. There we go. And push down. And see how that tab right there kind of just clings right now? And that's all we want it to do for right now. We're going to just let it sit there. So we'll put these 2 tabs in, and then tuck them in and push it down. Lastly, we have this guy right here, and you can see he has a little tab. So we're going to put him in. And then he has a little notch right down here, a little hole that he will attach to, and he will be closed. Oh, sorry. And then I put this part down. Oh, wait, I went too fast. You take this one out, maybe. Maybe. Okay. We need this one to go down first, because that's where our notch is. I was looking for it. And you put this one down along with these ones. There we go. And then this one goes in. So push down, and there's our little notch. I may look a lot harder than it is. It is really easy, I promise. And then this would just slide right over it, like that. You just push it, open, and close it. Awesome, there's our box. So then you want a piece of DSP, and I have this snail mail one. Again, you want to be mindful of which direction you want it to go. I have my hearts, so I made sure to cut it going horizontal, and I have it 10 inches by 3 inches. What we first want to do is go ahead and just kind of wrap it around there to give it, I don't have any score lines or anything like that. We're just going to wrap it to get a fill and kind of crease our sides. So you just kind of pinch it right there, and it'll start forming and hugging our box. So when I take it off, I've made my own score lines just by doing that pinch. You see that? Pretty awesome. We'll go ahead and take our Stampin' Seal Plus and do a strip right there. And we also want to take a little bit adhesive and put it on one in there. I want this center one to be flat so it's easier to work on. My sides I'm not too worried about, but it depends on how you want yours to be. So I'm going to go ahead and put that down there, and we'll flip it and wrap it. And my adhesive is on this side, so I want it to be on the top. So we'll put this one down first, and then we're going to just try to make sure we line up our ends together, just like that. Awesome. Okay, next let's go ahead and add our heart. And that I just use some flat adhesive, so liquid glue would work great, or that seal. And then let's go ahead and add our love with a dimensional. And I'll put 2 dimensionals on this one. And like I said, these are the leftovers from that paper pumpkin kit. So I have my love on there. I have this U. I'm going to use some liquid glue to attach my U, because I just want it to be a little bit flatter. And I put it right underneath there. It came with these awesome enamel hearts. We're going to take one and put it right there. If you didn't have these ones, Stampin' Up! Also has some resin hearts that are super cute. Oops, sorry, I jiggled you. These heart charms are amazing and currently on back order, so you can't get any right now, but I would send you one with your kit. So we're going to get one of those out and ready. And then I'm using this awesome, it's like a crinkle seam binding ribbon. I love it. And I'm not even going to measure. We're just going to put it underneath. And we're just making a knot for this one. We'll just cut it a little bit so it has a little bit of wiggle room. And we'll tie a knot. Now you want to double knot it, so it's not just a single knot. A double knot on this one. Cute. I'll take my ends together, and we're going to go ahead and cut it at an angle. Like that. Awesome. To make like a fake bow, a fake messy bow. And then I have this black and white trim that comes from the Playful Pets trim combo pack. That comes with a ribbon as well. We're going to cut just about, let's say 10, maybe 11 inches, just to give us enough wiggle room. And what we're going to do is attach our heart. So let's stick that underneath our knot, and let's put our little heart charm on this one, and then we'll tie a knot. So we know it's going to be on there pretty good. And then we'll make a very pretty bow. And that knot can go just right there in the center of that of our ribbon from earlier. Pull this through, and there we go. Look how simple and cute that is, and all of those fun layers. Cute, cute. And remember, this will just open and slide like that, and you can fill it with all the candies or treats you want inside of there. And it doesn't destroy any of the things that are super pretty on here. Love it. All right, the last one is really easy. This is the Paper Pumpkin add-on. It's this cute little snail box, and you could change up the colors of this box by using your blends or your sponges, and it's good to go. For this one, I've put in some little cute strawberry hearts candies that are strawberry flavored. And let me go ahead and show you how we make this one. I've pre-stamped with that paper pumpkin stamp. And see how I like to stamp them all on the same labels. And we'll just punch one out, take it out like that. They're just on there loosely. And then here is what our box will look like. And it assembles a lot like the other one we just made. We'll go ahead and take this and start creasing it. This add-on is $8 and it comes with 20 boxes, 24 snails, and 24 labels. It is an awesome deal. I'm going to have my kids help me make some of these and we can go drop them off to their friends' houses and have so much fun. And they're really, really easy to put together. They're small, so you don't have to have a lot of big things in it, which makes it great. Okay, let's see if I have it folded enough, a little bit. So the same idea, we're going to put our tabs on the inside first, and then we're going to take them and fold them into it. Let me get that one up there. See that? I'm going to take this and tuck it. And this one has a hole actually on this side to make it easier. The other one we did a lot of folding into it. These ones have these little tabs that we'll just tuck in, holding it. And there we go. No adhesive. And we've made this cute little box like that. Let's go ahead and decorate it. We'll put our sending love your way. And let me grab, I have adhesives all over the place. There we go. A little adhesive on here, like that. Let's grab our cute little snail. He wants a dimensional because he wants to pop up just a little bit. Put him right here, and we'll add our little bow that I've pre-tied. This ribbon came in the paper pumpkin kit as well, but we have some other Stampin' Up! Ribbons that would work that are just this little thin type of ribbon. I put my glue dot knot to the dot, and we'll take it off and just stick it right underneath our snail. And if you want, you can adjust it so that it doesn't cover up your words. It's totally up to you. Let's go ahead and make our candies, though, for this one. Let me show you how to do that. I have some garden green. You could choose any green color that you want. You can almost even use like a pool party and make it look to match this even more so. Here's our strawberry builder punch. And I have a strip of the paper because I don't need the whole big thing to fit in this. I just need a little piece. And we're going to take it, hold it, and punch it out. And we'll need 2 of these. There we go. And all I do to make these guys is I put a little dab of glue right there. And I attach my little stem and I hold it for maybe like a quick second just to make sure it grabs it. And then we let it dry. If you were in a hurry and needed to make a lot of these little strawberries, you would put a glue dot on there instead. So that's what they will look like inside the box. Let me get these all out again so you can see our projects that we made. Our cute little love boxes, our snail boxes, and of course, our awesome cute little mailboxes with our snail. I do want to show you one more thing that I forgot to show you in the beginning. Was this one had a cute little envelope and a cute little letter in it as well. So part of the snail that dies comes these cute little ways to make envelopes and a little card to put into it. So if you have that, that would be a cute little extra thing to put into your mailbox. All right, you guys, thank you so much for joining me today. I hope you have a great time watching and have a wonderful Valentine's Day this coming week. Happy stamping, everyone. Goodbye.